Hey guys, this is Jake with HookahDaily.com, and in today's review we'll be reviewing our Waha molasses tomato and herbs flavor. So today we're going to talk a little bit about our Waha's Khaki flavor, which is actually tomato and herbs. Looks like there's some basil actually on the jar here. As far as the cut on the Khaki al Waha, it's definitely it's gonna be a really traditional cut. Very earthy brown color, almost like an orange. As you can kind of see it there. There are a ton of stems in this. I mean, it's just packing. It's almost like a job because you get a lot of these little stems. Tons of little small ones, and they're very hard. Make sure you pick those out because if not, you're going to get a really harsh smoke. As far as the smell, this stuff just has such like a very like acidy, like just citrus type of a citric smell. Very acidic. It almost burns your nose in the back of your throat just by smelling it. It does have a sweet smell, but it's so sour. The smell is just so sour that it's almost off-putting when you smell it. So I guess that's what they're trying to play off as the herbs or the basil or whatever, but this stuff doesn't smell very good at all. As far as the taste, however, for tomato and herbs, believe it or not, it's not very bad. I wouldn't really say if you handed me for the first time and I didn't know what it was, I wouldn't say, oh, that's tomatoes. It doesn't really taste like tomatoes. It doesn't really taste like herbs. It has a real sweet smell, or a real sweet taste to it. If any kind of tomato, I would say sweet tomato, one of the little mini guys. I don't really taste any herbs in there. Maybe a little bit of a spice. But I'm mostly getting a kind of a sweet taste to it. So I would say sweet tomatoes is the closest thing I could probably say as far as being true to the flavor. Other than that, it's just like a sweet, sugary, somewhat smoky, which, you know, I guess is the herbs, but somewhat of a smoky type taste. But this is going to be one of those real complex flavors. It's a little on the traditional side as far as the taste and the cut, and definitely the taste. It's real traditional. It's definitely a very mature smoke. As far as the clouds, we're smoking out just our KM Tri-Metal. We have one of our new HJ Narvish, 3 coconut coals, and a funnel bowl. Just big white puffy clouds. I mean, al Waha, every time I smoke al Waha, every time I review al Waha, I just get killer clouds out of this stuff. So that's one of the reasons I picked this up. I was very curious on what Khaki tomato and herbs would taste like. But I know that every time I get al Waha, I'm going to get great clouds and definitely going to get a buzz. So to talk about the buzz, yes, you do get a buzz from al Waha. So I'm getting a little bit of a buzz. My head is spinning. Every time I smoke this, I do get a little bit of a buzz. So you will get a buzz with al Waha, mainly because it's an unwashed, more traditional cut tobacco. As far as the duration, I've been smoking this bowl for probably, let's see, I had an hour and 24 minutes remaining on the migration. Right now I have 30 minutes. So it's been going for, it actually skipped some time, so it's been going for probably about 45 minutes already. And I could probably see it going for another 10, 15, 20 minutes or so. So I mean, it does have a pretty good duration on it. As far as an overall score, let me think about this for a moment. I like that it's al Waha, it gives you good clouds. I like the duration, it smokes for quite some time without going harsh. I like the taste of it, believe it or not. This stuff is actually pretty tasty. It's not the best thing I've ever smoked, but I don't mind packing this up. A lot of al Wahas or a lot of the old traditional, you know, unwashed tobaccos like the knocklaws or the Al Factor. Sometimes I'm like, I'd rather smoke something washed and something a little better. But I actually don't mind this stuff, so I do like the taste of it. The clouds are good, the duration's good. Getting a buzz from it, some people like that. On occasion I do. Good taste. The smell is really off-putting. Don't like the smell of it. The cut's not bad. It's a lot of stems, a whole lot of stems in this stuff. Overall score, I'm going to go with a 6.5. Reason being is because it smells horrible. It burns your throat when you're packing it, or just by smelling it. and it's not true to the flavor. It does not taste like tomatoes and herbs. Don't call something tomatoes and herbs if it doesn't taste like tomatoes and herbs. It tastes a little like sweet tomatoes. It does. That's not what they have on here. They have these big old ripe garden tomatoes on the cover, and I'm a big fan of tomatoes. I wasn't expecting like a tomato salsa, or maybe I was, but you know, I don't know if that would have been good. I mean, how does that really carry over to a shisha? Doesn't sound too good, does it? But it's not too bad. So 6.5 is what I'm going to get it, just because it's not what I expected. It's something I wouldn't buy again. It tastes okay. I'm going to smoke it because it was, you know, $5 and I don't want to waste. Believe it or not, $5. You guys hit up HookahDaily, $5, clearance section. You guys definitely make sure you subscribe to the new YouTube account, which is youtube.com/user/HookahDaily. A new review every day, new video every day. This has been Jake with HookahDaily.com, and until next time, you guys keep smoking.